Hello everyone. So in this lecture I am going to start lattice. We'll see what is lattice. Okay guys. So yes, let us begin with the lattice. So in the last lecture we discussed extremal elements of a Hess diagram or poset. So what is lattice? We can say that in a poset we can say that for every pair of elements, yes, least upper bound and greatest lower bound exist, then we can say that that poset is known as lattice. I'm repeating once again. Yes, listen me correctly. In a poset, if for every pair of elements, yes, supremum and infimum exist, then that particular poset is known as lattice, nothing else. Means for every pair, yes, least upper bound as well as greatest lower bound both must exist, then we can say that that poset is lattice. Okay, so write the definition of the lattice. Write down. Yes, a poset, let's say this is the poset. Here L is the, yes, we are taking L instead of P because we are writing the definition of lattice, nothing else. So set is L and relation is this one, isn't it? That is the notation of poset. Less than, this is not less than, usual less than equal to, that is the notation. It's said to be, or it's said to form a lattice if every pair of element A comma B belongs to set L. Supremum of A comma B and infimum of A comma B exist in L, isn't it? So we can say that supremum means least upper bound, infimum means greatest lower bound, isn't it? So here for every pair of elements we are looking for supremum and infimum, only pair of elements. So here some more notations are introduced. Let's say, so write down one note. We can say that here join and meet notations are introduced. Let's say supremum of A comma B, it is also written like that, least upper bound of A comma B, and it could be written like that also, A or B, where A is what, join. So A join B, isn't it? So this notation is also used here. Or means what, we can say that that is the meaning is what, least upper bound of A comma B. Similarly, infimum of A comma B can be written like that, greatest lower bound of A comma B, greatest lower bound of A comma B, and that can be written like that also, A and B, and means what, here meet. So this is A meet B, isn't it? So we can say that for every pair of elements join and meet exist, then we can say that that particular poset is lattice. So let us consider some examples. Let us consider one example. Check whether the following posets, check whether the following posets are lattices or not. So let us consider first one. Let's say this is the given Hess diagram. Let's say this is A, B, C, D, E, F. Second one is what? that is we can say that A, B, C, D, E, F, and third one, let's say that is this one, H, E, F, G, and let's say B, C, D, and A. So here we'll see, yes, whether these hash diagrams or posets are lattices or not. So let us assume that, isn't it? So remember guys, any lattice is first of all poset. Then we'll see every pair of, for every pair of elements, a supremum and infimum must exist. But first of all, it must be poset. Remember that one, isn't it? So here in first one, we can say that for every pair of element, let us consider any element. Let's say A and F. So we can say that for A and F, what will be the supremum? Supremum will be what? Least upper bound. So A and F upper bounds will be what? F, only F. So only one upper bound is there, then that means that will be the least only. And what will be the infimum of A comma B? So first infimum means we can say that greatest lower bound. So find out the greatest means lower bounds of A and F. So lower bound of A and F is only A, and that will be the greatest only. If only one element is there, then that will be the greatest only. So for a similar way, yes, if we find the, yes, supremum of A, C comma D, then that will be the supremum means, yes, least upper bound. So upper bounds will be E and F, and among E and F, which one is least? E. So E will be the, yes, supremum. Similarly, what will be the infimum of C comma D? So here we can say that C comma D means greatest lower bound. So lower bounds will be B and A, and among these, which one is greatest? B. So we can say that B will be the infimum. So you can check every pair of element. For every pair of element, yes, you will see supremum and infimum will exist. You can take any pair of element. That's why we can say that that is lattice. If one pair is there for which supremum as well as infimum both are not existing, then we'll say that is not a lattice, isn't it? Next one, you only tell me. Second one, let us consider B and C. What will be the supremum of B and C? Supremum means we can say that what is the meaning of supremum? B or C. What is the supremum? Supremum means least upper bound. So B and C upper bounds are what? We can say that upper bounds of B and C are, yes, D, E, F, and among these, which one is least? Yes, upper bound of B comma C are, we can say that D, E, F. So among these, which one is least? We cannot say because D and E are not comparable. So we can say that supremum of B comma C does not exist. That's why we can say that this one is not a lattice, isn't it? Third one, you only tell me third one. Here also we can say that for every pair of element, you can take any pair of element. Let us take F comma C. So what will be the F or C least upper bound? Upper bounds of F or C will be F and H, and least will be the F. What will be the greatest lower bound? F and C. You only tell me lower bounds will be C and A, and greatest will be C only. You can take any pair of element, you will see, yes, supremum and infimum will exist. So we can say that, yes, third one is the lattice. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay. Write down next one. Yes, consider, yes, next one. Let's say D. One more lattice is given to you, or fourth one, let's say. Fourth one. Let's say that is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, isn't it? So that is the given lattice. Now you only tell me. Sorry, this is the given hash diagram. So we need to check whether this one is lattice or not. So here we can say that, yes, similarly, yes, we can find out, yes. Let us consider A comma B. What will be the A or B? A or B means least upper bound. So among all upper bounds, we can say that least one will be what? Yes, C will be the least one. Yes, upper bounds will contain C, D, E, F, G, and among all these, least is what? C. Similarly, what will be the greatest lower bound? And we can say that lower bound of AB does not exist. So if lower bound does not exist, then there is no meaning of greatest lower bound. If there is no lower bound, then there will be no greatest lower bound. So we can say that does not exist. So we can say that this one is not a lattice. Fifth one, you can take next example. Let's say this is given to you. Let us take this one, isn't it? Let's say that is A, then B, then C, then D, then E, isn't it? Okay, that is the given hash diagram. Now you only tell me. Let us consider B comma D. So what will be the B or D greatest lower bound? Sorry, least upper bound. B or D means least upper bound. So upper bound of B or D will be what? C comma E. And among C and E, which one is smaller? Yes, we don't know. Yes, you can imagine this structure in 3D. C could be, yes, up to E, or C could be, yes, we can say that greater than E. Isn't it? Or E could be greater than C, or E could be smaller than C. So here we can say that E and C are not comparable. You can say that C is greater than B and D, as well as E is greater than B and D, but we don't know how much greater is C or how much greater E is, isn't it? So we don't know. So here we can say that E and C are not comparable. We cannot say. If you will say that C is smaller at smaller level, then I can extend this one like that. Now let's say this is C. Now what will you do? Isn't it? So no need to, yes, worry at all. Yes, we can say that here E and C both are not comparable. So we can say that least upper bound of B and D does not exist. Does not exist. That's why we can say that this is not a lattice. Isn't it? Write down next example. Let's say fifth one. If any pair, you can pick any pair, isn't it? Then we can say that that will be guaranteed. Yes, if any pair is there for which the least upper bound and greatest lower bound does not exist, then we can say that particular hash diagram will not be a lattice. Next one, let us consider one more. Let's say this is given. Let's say that is H, F, D, B, then we can say that G, and let's say this is E, and let's say this is C, that is A, isn't it? Yes, now you only tell me, yes, whether this particular hash diagram is a lattice or not. So here we can pick, yes, any element. Let's say what is the least upper bound of B comma C. So you can see B and C upper bounds will be what? Upper bound of B comma C will be what? Yes, we can say that G, then F, then H. These are the upper bounds of B comma C. We cannot say that E is the upper bound because E is greater than C but not comparable with B. Similarly, we cannot take D, isn't it? Okay. So among these G, F, H, which one is least? We cannot say, because we know, yes, F is smaller than H, G is smaller than H, but we don't know about F and H, which one is smaller. Isn't it? Why? Because F and G are what? F and G are not comparable, so we cannot take which one, we cannot decide which one is least. So we can say that the least upper bound of B comma C does not exist. Isn't it? So here we can say that that's why this particular hash diagram is not a lattice. Isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. In this manner, you can find out which one is a lattice or not. So lattice means for every pair of elements, yes, supremum and infimum must exist. So let us take one more example. Let us take one more example. Let us consider the poset, yes, 2 comma 3 comma 4 comma 6 under, let's say, divisibility is not a lattice. Why? Because let us take this one. Let's say set is given to you 2 3 4 6, and relation is what? Divisibility. So you can draw the, yes, Hess diagram, that is 2 and 3, and here we can say that 6, and here we can say that 4. Now you only tell me here, yes, 4 or 6, that means least upper bound of 4 and 6. Yes, we can say that does not exist. Yes or no? That's why we can say that this is not a lattice. So least upper bound of 4 comma 6 means upper bound of, we can say that for upper bound of 4 comma 6, upper bound of 4 comma 6 does not exist, then there is no meaning of existing least upper bound. If upper bound is not there, then that means the least upper bound is also not there. That's why we can say that that is not a lattice. One more thing you can, yes, you can, yes, observe from here. Let's say, yes, you only tell me in this fourth example, yes, we can say that greatest and least are not present at in this particular Hess diagram. Greatest and least are not present. So we can say that in any Hess diagram, if greatest and least both are not present, in this example greatest is present but least is not present. If both are not present, then guaranteed that the particular Hess diagram will not be a lattice. Why? Because these type of elements will there, isn't it? Will be there, yes or no? So we can say that yes, yes, if greatest and least elements are not there for any Hess diagram, then we can say that that Hess diagram will not be a lattice. But this doesn't means that if a Hess diagram have greatest and least element, then that will be lattice. No, then we need to check. Yes, let us consider this one example, fifth one. Here greatest and least are not existing. Here also we cannot say that E is greatest, because C and E both are not comparable, isn't it? C is greater than B and D, but we don't know how much greater. Similarly, E is greater than B and D, but we don't know how much greater, so we cannot compare C and E. Yes, the branch of C, I can draw this branch above to E, isn't it? Okay, so we can say that we don't know. So in this also we can say that greatest does not exist. That's why this is not a lattice, isn't it? But in fifth, this sixth example, you only tell me in this example, for this Hess diagram, greatest is H and least is A, even though it is not a lattice. So remember, if greatest and least are existing, then also we are not confirmed that that will be a lattice. We need to check, and the condition is with but for every pair of elements, yes, supremum and infimum must exist. But this is guaranteed that if greatest and least are not there, then guaranteed that Hess diagram will not be a lattice, isn't it? Okay, so write down one note. We can say that if greatest and least both, and least both does not exist, then that Hess diagram is not a lattice. Then that diagram, then Hess diagram is not a lattice, isn't it? Okay, so that is, we can say that the lattice, all about lattice. So next one, let us take one more example. Let's say, yes, question, determine whether power set of a set S on subset operation is a lattice or not. Yes, that is a lattice, isn't it? Where we can say that S is a set, isn't it? You can take any one. Let us consider S is 1 comma 2. You can take any set. So what will be the power set? We can say that power set will contain phi only 1, only 2, then 1 comma 2, isn't it? So we can say that that is phi, that is 1. This will be the Hess diagram. Yes, this will be the Hess diagram. And you can see, yes, for every pair of element here, yes, supremum and infimum will exist. So we can say that this is a lattice. And in this particular example, we can say that, let us consider, let's say A and B are the two subsets, isn't it, or the elements of the power set. So here we can say that supremum of A comma B will be the, or that is least upper bound of A comma B, that will be the A union B, and infimum we can say that A comma B will be the, or that is greatest lower bound of A comma B will be what, A intersection B, isn't it? Here let us consider these two elements. So least upper bound of these one will be the 1 comma 2, that is the union of 1 and 2 or not. And what is the greatest lower bound? 5. So we can say that that is the intersection of 1 and 2 or not. Yes, so we can generalize here. So that will be the always lattice. You can take any set 1 comma 2, and supremum will be the union of those elements, and infimum will be the intersection of those particular sets, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, so that's all about, we can say that, lattice, guys. Next one, next example also you can take. Let us consider, let's say z plus set of positive integers on division. This is also, we can say that, this is also a, yes, lattice. Why? Because here you can check z positive on divisor, so we can say that 1 will divide 2, 1 will divide 3, then we can say that 1 will divide 5, yes or no, and so on. So here you will see, here in this case and so on, this infinite levels we can say that, because z plus is infinite. So here also we can say that supremum of A comma B, you can take any two elements, we can say that least upper bound of A comma B will be what, here we can say that LCM of A comma B, yes or no, isn't it? Because LCM will be the least, we can say that, common multiple, and we can say that A and B will divide that one, isn't it? That will be the least upper bound. Similarly also we can say that here infimum of A comma B will be what, we can say that that is greatest lower bound of A comma B will be what, GCD, greatest common divisor of A comma B, isn't it? That will be the greatest, or we can say that greatest lower bound, isn't it? I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay, so that's all about, we can say that, lattices. I hope this one is clear to everyone. So in the next lecture we'll see, yes, some, yes, types of lattices, isn't it? Okay, types of lattices we'll see in the next lecture. I hope this one is clear to everyone. Okay guys, so thank you so much.